Hello, students and participants. I am Vinod Magdum, lecturer in economics. In today's class, we will discuss about the micro environment and macro environment with a viewpoint of marketing. In our previous unit, that is in unit number 1, we have discussed the basic concepts associated with the marketing. We studied marketing concept, its meaning, definition, philosophies, various concepts, job opportunities, ethics, and so on. In this unit number 2, marketing environment and consumer behavior, we talk about marketing environment first and then market segmentation. According to Philip Kotler, a company's marketing environment consists of those factors and the forces outside the marketing that affect marketing management's ability to develop and maintain successful transactions with its target consumers. Kotler says that there is a marketing management's ability and how the outside forces affect on the management marketing abilities. Those all factors are considered as the environmental factors. Those may be internal or external. For example, the relevant environment to car manufacturers and buyers. Tire manufacturer, maybe the car manufacturers and buyers. The tire manufacturing technology, the tax structure, the imports and exports regulations, the distributors, dealers, competitors, etc. They affect over the car manufacturing. Okay. Now, when we talk about environmental factors, there are many the environmental factors. Those may be grouped as micro environment and macro environment. These factors may be classified in terms of internal factors and external environmental factors also. Also, we could call them as controllable factors and uncontrollable factors. Let me look after the meaning of both the micro environment and macro environment. Micro environment refers to the company's immediate environment, that is, those environmental factors that are in its proximity, in its control. Those includes company's own capabilities to produce and serve the consumer needs, which can termed as internal environment, which includes the factors that are within the organization. These factors affects the overall business operations such as inventory, company's plans and strategies, finance, etc. The dealers and distributors, the competitors and the customers, These are also the groups of people who affect the company's prospects, company's growth directly. When we talk about the macro environment, it consists of larger societal forces which may be placed in an outer cycle. These includes demographic, economic, natural, technological, political, and cultural forces. The influence of these factors are indirect and often take time to reach the company. That's very important. Look at this picture. Look at this picture. In the inner cycle, micro environment factors are mentioned, such as suppliers, intermediaries, competitors, customers. Okay, look at the outer cycle. That includes socio-cultural environment, demographic environment, economic environment, political and legal environment, technological environment, physical environment. So when there will be the question, you can go through drawing such a pictures that to give a glance of the environmental factors such as micro and macro. Then let us discuss the micro environments in today's class. In the next class, we will take macro environmental factors for the discussion. Okay, that's very important. When we talk about the micro environment factors, those influence the marketing decisions of the company. We can list out them as organization's internal environment, second one suppliers, third one marketing intermediaries, fourth one competitors, and fifth one consumers. Students, let us study all these one by one. Organization's internal environment that associated to organization's financial matter, production, and human resource capacities or capabilities that influence its marketing decision to a large extent. For instance, while deciding about the sales targets, it is necessary to see whether the existing production facilities are enough to produce the additional quantities or not. If the existing facilities are not enough and expansion not enough and expansion to plant and machinery is needed, then it is necessary to think about financial capabilities. You may have a responsive research and development department, or a company may have a good R&D department that to develop a new product. So also the production department may have its own facilities for producing the new product. It is also necessary to consider product. It is also necessary to consider how non-marketing departments in the organization will cooperate with the marketing department. The top management may not agree with the views of the marketing department, its strategies, or their implementation. Besides which, the marketing department must work in a close cooperation with the other departments of the company, particularly control and production departments. Sometimes it is the sales force that must bear the major task in the strategy. The very next micro environmental factor is suppliers. For the production of goods and services, you require a variety of inputs. The individuals or the firms who supply such inputs are called as suppliers. The success of the marketing organization that depends upon the smooth and continuous supply of inputs in required quantity at a reasonable terms. Hence, suppliers assumes very important. The timely supplies of specified quality and quantity makes the producer to keep up the delivery schedule and the quality of the final product. The dependence on the supplier is naturally more when the number of suppliers is more. During periods of shortages, some suppliers may not supply materials on favorable terms. Each supplier may negotiate his own terms and conditions depending upon the competitive position of his firm. Some suppliers, for example, they expect payment in advance and goods are supplied on the basis of a waiting list, whereas others may be ready to supply on credit base. That's very important. Look at the third very important micro environmental factor, that is intermediaries. Normally, it is not possible for all the producers to sell their goods and services directly to the consumers. The producers use the services of a number of intermediaries to carry their products at the consumers. The dealers and distributors, in other words, the marketing intermediaries, may or may not be show their willingness to extend their cooperation. These persons normally prefer well established brands. Newcomers may find it extremely difficult to find a willing dealer to stock his goods. From newcomers, they may demand favorable terms by way of the discounts, credit, etc. And the producer may find it difficult to satisfy them. There are also other intermediaries like transport organizations, warehousing agencies, etc., who assist in physical distribution. Their cost of service, their accessibility, action towards safe and fast delivery, etc., often influence the marketing activities. That's very important. The very next very important microeconomic, micro environmental marketing factor is competitors. The competitors, they pose the competition, they expose the competition. Competitors' strategies also affect the marketing decisions. Apart from competition on the price factor, that means competition in case of the fixation of the price, there are other forms of competition like product differentiation, how the product are differ from one another by the different companies. There are also competitors who use brand name, dealer network, or close substitute products as the focal point. Their advertising may present several real and false attributes of their product. You can take one example of Vicks 3 actions advertisement. Virat Kohli is a sick, yes, at the playground, and because of cold, headache. So all of a sudden in the advertisement it is shown that he takes Vicks action, that tablet, and he grown up and he is ready to play. So different way of advertisements. If one advertises that his product has an imported technology, the other may say that he is already exporting his product. Competitors' strategy sometimes may change an opportunity in the environment into a challenge. Look at the next very important micro environmental factors, that is customers. There are many types of customers. A firm may be selling directly to the ultimate users, that is customers, the resellers, the industries, the government, or international buyers. It may be selling to anyone or all of these customers. Each type of consumer market has certain unique characteristics, and the marketer should be fully acquainted with the art of persuading and selling to these consumers. The environment presents or presented by the customer's profile will have a direct influence on these marketing activities. The population that also contains the potential consumers of the company's product. It may not be easier to identify the persons who are likely to become the customers of the company. The goodwill built up by a company sometimes influences the consumers to become the loyal customers of a company. Companies generally try to build good public relations and create a favorable attitude among the people or groups of people. Government, consumer action groups are special categories with whom a negative attitude is to be avoided. Thus, the public also constitute an element in the environment. Students, here we'll stop the discussion. In the next class, we will discuss about macro environment factors. Thank you.